Grief is probably one of the hardest emotions to deal with and to go through because it is definitely a process. My husband has been gone now for exactly 2 months, and today is also his 43rd birthday. So I just feel like I've had to experience a lot of firsts without him in such a short span of time, starting from Thanksgiving, her son's 16th birthday, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, now his birthday, and then my birthday is the 23rd of this month, and then February the 3rd would have been our 16th year wedding anniversary. So it's just a lot of firsts that I've had to deal with without him being here in a short span of time that I think is making it much harder because there's so many important dates and important things and important celebrations that we would have, and we would do them together, and not to have him here to celebrate those things and be present for those things is tough. It's hard. And no matter how much you smile, no matter how positive you try to think, no matter how much you try to find the silver lining, it's hard, it's tough, it's definitely a process. But it seems like for every holiday or every celebration, that we're experiencing without him here, it's like a reset, like you're just redoing it all over again. And I just don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to process it. I don't know how to move forward because it's always the constant reminder of him. These last 2 months have probably been the toughest months in my entire life. And I mean, even tougher than losing, my grandmother that, raised me, and even last year, well, not last year, of 2021, of being diagnosed with breast cancer and going on that whole journey, it still does not compare to the pain, the sadness, hell, the anxiety that I feel and that I'm going through now with the loss of my husband. I know I need to get into counseling, but I feel stuck. I feel like I just cannot make that move. And maybe I'm waiting for some of these holidays and stuff to get past so that I can take a breath and then go through counseling and go through the process. But if anybody ever tells you that you'll get over it, you will. But it's so hard. It's so hard and it's so unfair on so many levels that I just don't even want to get into. But I would just say love on your people a little harder. If you are, it's not even a relationship, but if you are in a relationship, if you are in a marriage, if you have a special person, love on them a little harder because you never know, you know, what curveball life would throw at you and that you may have to do this life without them. I think we all know that at some point, our time here on earth will be up. We don't know when that day will be. I just didn't ever picture that at the age of 41 that I would be a widow. And every day that's a hard pill to swallow. And it's a hard truth to accept. But it's my reality. And I just want to encourage people to just love on each other a little more, treat each other a little kinder, a little nicer, be a little more understanding. Try to do everything leading with, intention, with pure intention, and leading with love and leading with positivity, because what you don't want is for that person that you love to leave here, for God to call them home, and you're left with guilt or regret. I can honestly say that my grieving is not rooted in guilt. My grieving isn't rooted in regret. I do wish that there was more that I would have said. I do wish, that that day that we talked, that knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have let him get off the phone. But his work here was done. And God wanted him back. And even though it's something that's so hard for me to accept, I have to be okay with that. Because we don't always understand the reason why God does the things that he does and the timing in which things are done. We just have to trust that it's done for a greater good and for a bigger purpose, even though we don't always know what that purpose or know what that plan is. I just hope that he's celebrating in heaven with those people in his life that he's lost and that he's missed and that he's grieved over these years. I love you, Brandon, and I miss you so much. And I don't think that will ever change or ever go away. And I know in time, I won't cry as much. I'll be able to look at your pictures without crying or without feeling sadness. I know that day will come at some point. I don't know when, but I know it'll happen at some point. But you left me with a lifetime of memories and laughs and videos that I can go back and look at and smile. That makes it just a little bit easier. Happy heavenly birthday. I pray that you are at peace. I pray that God holds you a little closer to Him today. And just know that here on earth you are still so loved and that you are so missed.